Right, we're on a road trip with Adrian again, A&K Van Services. You know, if I'm in the van, something special's going on. We had a cut of it there. Right, so we're off to... Hold on, we'll get ourselves together and come back again. Right, we're off for a Barnfind, our first... We haven't done a Barnfind yet, have we, Adrian?
Not yet.
So we've had contact from a lady who says she's got a Saab 900 Turbo in her garage, and she sent me a picture, and it's a proper original Saab 900 Turbo, not one of the later GM ones. It's been sitting for 5 years, so we're off to see if we can get it on the back of the flatbed and get it back to the unit, and then see what we can make out of it. We've been travelling for ages now through all the back lanes all over the place. Proper hills have eyes territory, isn't it, being Adrian? I tell you.
There's Banjo over there.
Yeah, hopefully no one will be squealing like a pig before this is over and done with. Well, I think we're getting close now. Looks like we're here. Here we go. So how long has it been here for?
12 years.
12 years. Wow.
Yeah, managed to find the driest spot in the barn. Backwards, nose comes round a little. That'll do.
Quite freely moving now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I might have broken calipers off completely, but I'm rebuild anyway.
I was going to say, it's not like you're going to use them as they are. Right. Probably do the rest of this. Oh, you're right there. You all right?
Wow.
He's all right.
Freely moving. Got it. What do you want to do, Gary?
Yeah, I'll just come round. When we get blocked.
This stuff makes me super nervous. Adrian's got some confidence, mate.
Yeah.
About as straight as they come.
Now, unfortunately, we haven't had any paperwork with the car. It's got 80,000 miles on, but we need to really have a look and see if we think that's genuine mileage, and also check the rest of the history of the vehicle, because it will affect the value of it. Of course, for that, we'll be getting out the mobile and using our old friend Car Vertical, which is the largest online database of vehicle information. Now, on the Saab here, the lady's taken the number plates off. What we do have is the VIN number, and lucky enough, Car Vertical will do it off of a VIN as well. So if we just pop that in. There we go. See what we come back with. So it's found the car right off the VIN there. Let's check the vehicle, confirm I want to spend one of my credits doing that. So off Car Vertical goes, doing its thing, checking across multiple countries, multiple databases. So it picks up on anything that might be of interest. Report is ready. Let's see what it's got to say. So mileage, it's happy with the mileage. It's happy there's nothing for theft. Accidents, has got something for accidents. Now, this lady did tell me this car had previously been in a light bump, a Cat N bump. I didn't know if it actually would be on the register or not, but obviously is. We'll have a look at it in a second. No finance. So if we scroll down here, we go through MOT histories. We've got one there from 2006 for a brake pipe, 2009, and nothing after 2009. So let's have a look at that damage a second. It was recorded 2004 as being written off. I don't know if we got shared databases from that period of time that would give us any more information. And obviously we wouldn't have pictures of the car damaged unless it went for a salvage auction. Let me show you an example of one of those. Here's one for a Golf. Mileage checks out okay. Theft checks okay. but Car Vertical picks it up as having been accident damaged. The report here actually shows us where the damage on the vehicle was: mechanical components, powertrain, interior steering wheel, safety bag. Shows us lots and lots of stuff there that was damaged. It was a category S, so structurally damaged. If we scroll down further, we've even got photos of this one of when it went through the salvage auction. You see all the airbags have gone off in the front end is really totaled quite badly. If you were going to buy this vehicle, even if you knew it was a cat car, you'd want to see these pictures in advance, because that is quite substantial damage. And if you haven't seen the pictures, it'd be easy for someone to say, oh yeah, it just had a really light prang on the front. Now, as always, Car Vertical offers Chop Garage viewers a discount for their Car Vertical. So if you've just bought a vehicle, or you're looking to buy a vehicle, or you want to check out a friend's car, you can use the discount code down below to get yourself a nice 10% discount off your Car Vertical check. I'd like to thank Car Vertical for being a continued sponsor of Chop's Garage. Obviously on the Saab 900s of this age, the bonnets come forward. And there we have it. These are strange setup. Your clutch is actually at the front down there, and your timing chain is the back here. This is a timing chain, not a cam belt engine, so that's one thing we don't have to worry about too much. That looks aftermarket, whatever that is. I said it's the 16 valve version, so it's a more powerful. I don't know how the rubber hoses are looking. They don't actually look perished. They don't look cracked and perished. They're actually still nice and flexible, which is a good sign. It doesn't look too bad actually. That battery looks donkey's age old, but not that we're going to start it now. Did it have any coolant left in it when it was sat? Dry as a bone. No coolant there. But I guess that's probably a good thing, because it would crack the block if it froze, wouldn't it? Brake fluid is not horrible actually. All the belts back here actually don't look bad at all. Now, I think the best thing to do on this would be to squirt something down the cylinders and leave it sitting for a bit, and then try and turn it over by hand, which I'm not sure exactly how to do on this model. I imagine a breaker bar down there somewhere. I'll do a bit of research on that. Can't remember where the dipstick is on this to see what the oil's like. Now there's a certain person that watches the videos now. He'll know who he is, lives out Braunton way. I don't know if he's still watching the videos, but I imagine he'll be very interested in this and have a lot of advice for me on what I should be doing with this to get it up and running safely. Oh, that's the oil over there, isn't it? Divot. Is it one of those dipsticks that's actually on your oil thing? Yes, it is. Gosh, that's thick and nasty. But it isn't actually. No, I tell you what, it's not that. Let's get it on the light a second. It's not as bad as I thought it was actually. Yeah, it's not too bad actually. It's very thick. Sorry, I'll put that back in now. The Motorworks boys are on the phone to me because they've just sorted the MOT for me. Serviced and sorry, the BMW serviced and MOT the BMW for me that gas guy is going to have. So I need to go down and pick that up and swap it out for the TIG one in a minute. I don't know what those two there do. Don't know what they're all about. There's two red wires there. So yeah, it's had oil in it, but it doesn't seem to have any coolant in it. All right, how do I turn over the engine then? Where's the biggest crank? What's it on this then? Looks like it might be that big one down there. If I get a spanner onto that. Right, better run down and pick up that car and then come back to this in a minute, do a bit of research on where to turn it over. But like I say, I want to turn it over by hand first. I want to pull the spark plugs and get something to lubricate those cylinders up before we start doing it. Where are the spark plugs on this one then? Probably staring me right in the face. I shouldn't record these things live because I look like a proper plank. for not spotting things that are obvious. There's your manifold. Oh, there's your spark plug leads. Oh, they're under this cover, aren't they? Of course they're under this cover. What a dipstick. Right, we'll get that off and then pull the spark plugs and get something down the cylinder. So there's all our spark plugs, all nicely numbered. Ooh, not too worried about his leads because we'll probably need to replace them, I suspect. I mean, the idea is don't go spending loads of money on anything until you've got it up and running, really. So ideally we don't break anything before. So there are all our spark plugs. Doesn't seem to be any water or anything in there, but I am going to bung a bit of WD-40 in there, leave it for a few minutes before I start trying to wrench those out. Right, let's leave that there for a bit and then go and pick that car up and then come back and have a go at getting them out very gingerly. Right, let's give it a go. Leave it there a second. We'll see if we can't get the old spark plugs out. Oh, that one's free. That one's free. That one's free. And that one's free. So looks like we're going to be alright on that front in terms of getting them out anyway. I certainly think how dry that barn was has done this car a lot of favours. So this was parked up, I haven't said this yet, this was parked up initially due to a bad clutch, so it's going to need a clutch. And then the person got ill, and I think financially at the time they couldn't afford to have it done, and then they got ill so they couldn't use the car anyway. And it was, they loved the car that much, they put it in a friend's storage and it's been there ever since. And she's not really wanted to part with it, kept hoping she would be able to get it done, I think, like so many people do. And just started to realise that that wasn't going to happen. And it needed to go to someone that was going to bring it back to life. And she's entrusted us with that job. So let's spark plug out. It's NGK, so they were using the right spark plugs. They don't seem like they were dirty or fouled up when they're in the engine, so none of them look too bad. Yeah, they all look like it was clean burning when it was put in there. So let's put some more WD-40 down the bores and let that sit for a little while. We'll leave these spark plugs out when we first turn the car over to blow all the WD-40 back out again. We have a little look at the distributor and see how gungy that is inside. Sorry, the light is rubbish in here. Zip tied on, I notice, and yeah, zip tied on. So we will have to probably sort that out. Right, next I'm going to find the fuel supply and disconnect that, so that if we do start up, we can pump out all the old. Well, we can try the fuel pump first and get rid of all the old fuel out of it before we start trying to fire it up at all.
It's not a good start today, is it, when you turn up? There's two Welsh geezers outside.
Mad Mike has come up in this little Audi A3 1.6 convertible, and he just told me he's going to put it up for sale for 3.5k. which I think is mental cheap, with a new advisory free MOT, wasn't it, Mike? It's had its cam belt done. It's had its cam belt done, you said, yeah?
Cam belt, yeah.
And you're gonna do it, it's gonna have an advisory free MOT on it.
Just had MOT, they've advised 2 tyres, which I'm going to change, so that's
And how many miles?
128,000.
It is a Cat N, you said, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you look at it, and all the panel gaps are absolutely bang on, and the colour, you cannot tell any colour difference. I would be asking more than that for that, Mike. 3.5, that's gonna fly out the door. Lovely colour. Yeah, I'm gonna message me. I would snap his hand off. If he's looking for a small little convertible, I know the weather's not the best for selling one right now, but if everyone's looking for a small economical, it's £30 road tax, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the hood is bang on as well, isn't it?
Lovely, yeah. No leaks, nice and dry.
I might steal it off him and put it up for a lot more, actually. Does the banana scoffer come with it or not? Sporty interior. That'll all clean up nicely. Nice bolsters. Don't be ragging it on the way home, Jamie. I'm selling it, alright? Is it 6-speed, mate? 5. 5 with a 1.6 diesel, £30 range. That's going to be good MPG, isn't it? That's really nice, mate. Really nice. Whatever that was, they did for the catwork, you cannot tell. The Welsh boys here, back on the Saab, so just stuck it in third and pushed it forward. And you've seen the alternators turning, yeah?
Yeah, it's fine.
And
Not seats, but that way.
well, I know where the position of the bores were as well. So if I share a torch down there, I'll have a quick look and see. Yeah, they've moved position. Yeah, that was up top. That one.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's fine, it's free.
the engine is free then, guys. So what you do then is give it a sniff.
Yeah.
Give it a sniff and give it a turnover. Well, actually, no, we'll put battery pack and turn over it without spark plugs in first, shall we?
Yeah, without.
Yeah. Quite enough battery juice, so we're going to put it on charge for a bit, recharge the jump pack and give it another go.
Cams are fucking nice.
Yeah, it was in a dry barn, it was a concrete floor that didn't seem to be sweating and creating moisture at all.
Oh, that.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Really good. Signed off by Classic Wheels Wales.
That's right.
Right, we're too impatient for the battery to charge, so we just put a big old BMW one on it. Whoa! We've got life. That distributor's moving around. I took a zip tie off it earlier. I can see the distributors moving around. So it's turning over all right then? Yeah. Yeah, I can hear all the electrics running. That's turning over.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Spark plugs back in. He says he's going to record me now. Do you know how to hold one of these? Have you seen one of these in Wales? Yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to get on the other side. Hello, James.
There's going to be a lot of people upset at us starting this. You know that, don't they? Why are you so close? We don't do close up.
You want to zoom in?
I'm flipping OnlyFans, you know? Right, spark plugs back in. Leads are back on. Do you want to do the honours and go and give it a try with the old stale fuel?
Yeah.
And no coolant in the engine either, so we can't run it for very long. If it does run, that is. Oh, you've got immobiliser problems again.
Yes.
We're going to take that immobiliser off, aren't we? It's a good job I kept this big old BMW battery kicking around. It's a slow turnover now, isn't it? Oh, it wants to. I tell you what, we'll give it a sniff. Hold on. Give it a sniff. Hey, she's alive! Yes! Listen to that. She's idling as well. She's idling. Hey, look at that. We did something. We did a thing. We've done a thing. We better not let it run too long. It's got no coolant. Yeah, change your... Well, now we know it's worth spending some time on it, don't we? Nice one. That's all we needed. A bit of Welsh. Do you have Welsh luck? I know you have Irish luck. Do you have Welsh luck? Bit of Welsh luck. It's the banana power, isn't it, Jamie? He brought the bananas down. We got some bananas down our neck, and the Saab started up straight away. It knew not to mess with us. Right, so I think we'll leave it there. Next video, we are going to get a fresh battery on it. We're going to get some fresh fuel in it. some coolant in it, make sure it's holding coolant, and then we will give it a clean, because I know a lot of you are going to be panicking over the fact it's dirty, and to be honest, I am too. We need to sort out getting this window up, try and see if this window will come up. I can see the glasses there, so it looks like it's dropped. So yeah, if you enjoyed that, make sure you tune in, and we'll try and be Welsh free next time. Look at that, we've sold him something. He's going to take that little Mini all the way back to Wales with the bad gearbox. Yeah, you might want to actually go backwards rather than forwards. No returns, he started it now. Yeah, that gearbox is not happy, is it? Gearbox is not, it's so wet out here.
Why does the warranty run out?
It did, as soon as you put it in reverse. Alright, have fun. Drive safe, see you later. See you, Jamie. Catch you later. Another nutter driving miles in a car like I wouldn't. Don't forget, if you'd like to get your own car vertical check done on your vehicle and find out its true history, you've got the link in the description down below that will give you a nice discount.